What's Pav doing? He doesn't have like a 0 here.
But like you were doing.
I'm resubbing to Pav because he's like literally a legend and always rooting for him.
The whole thing is like a spiral as well. Like if you're in that like depressive. You can't try and get yourself out of that state by just like searching a little bit harder. You're gonna has grinded in shit state mind, even starting a session, right? It could be anything.
Pav is such a beast. Alright, let's try to get some studying with the wizard. My go today, clicking sims rather than buttons. Bro, we already hit the BBJ. Like, we're fucking up so much. Like, what ever since we started this challenge? I remember our heart's like at 200 an L, and everyone said I was gonna bust in my bankroll. Throw back to that. We're at 81k. Throw back to that. And it's higher than 81, guys, because I'm not counting the rake back in that. So. Anyway, you can't get too up in this game. What are you looking at? Is my Twitch working? Oh my god, my voice. McDonald's coffee is so broken. Taking it lighter today so I can afford to do a study stream. I feel like I'm just always go, go, go. Holy fuck, you had another BBJ? Yeah. I think I'm like break even with the BBJ, by the way, guys. Like, if you look at this, we've paid, like, I feel like the BBJ rake on average is like around 20. And if we're being generous, like 10%. But I'm pretty sure it's higher of the rake you pay. And we've paid 63k in rake. So if you do the math, we should be the EV. So we are above EV now. Because we're like at like what? 13k in BBJ. But that's like close, right? But obviously nice to hit it during the challenge, obviously. That's pretty good timing. Did so many Basama AP. But I think BBJ is one of those things that people think like you just never hit. But I mean, in reality, you played 186k hands. It was a little bit of a bad beat. Like, we would be above EV, but we hit it at 100, right? So, because that was our, like, obviously, if you hit one at 1k, you're set for, like, the year, basically. Anyways, let's get to studying. I'm kind of chilling, though. It's going to be a chill study. And then probably a chill play. Still going to get volume in tomorrow. I'm gonna take Sunday off. And I'm planning on not taking the next Sunday off. So, I'm planning on playing 13 days straight. But do a stream giveaway to the first viewer commentator. I got nothing to give, bro. I got nothing to give. These hands are crazy. Like, last time was crazy. My red's been kind of pissed, so I know I haven't been playing that well. Today I called 3-bet pre against Fish with 3-3. Got it all in on ace 4 deuce a turn. Chopped with king 3 off. Oh my god. I mean, whatever, man. Could have been worse. Honestly, think about it. There's worse beats, Sasha. There's been worse beats. That's a funny hand, though. Called 3-bet pre with Fish against 3-3. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's so random. What the fuck? I thought you said you got it in pre. But yeah, I see what you mean now. I just random. Bro, my red is so dust. Every fucking session it's been dust. Whatever. We had that 2-day off stretch, but been like cranking 3 sessions a day. It's actually been kind of more the method to my madness. It's just been these like shorter sessions. I think it's a little bit better. You're fire, bro. Nice session. Thank you. I haven't uploaded the most recent one, which we actually lost money, I think. Hit a BBJ though. Now we're up like 81 more. We're up like 80K on this site since September 1st. I'll take it. And we started with 100 and L. So we'll take it. If you want to talk their shit. I don't think I've been playing the best recently, but it's hard to play your best with a lot of volume. I'm normally like, I would prefer to play 4 hours a day. I think I could just work 4 hours a day, and things would go pretty well for me. I'm so out on my players. I just mark the cards at my home game and triple my VV. Yeah, just mark the cards at your home game. Okay, if you guys have hands you would like to see me review, just put in the hand review section in my Discord and I'll review it. Work smarter, not harder. Oh, my bad. Yeah, true. Just cheat a little. Guys, did you guys see this Marvel Rivals drama? I was like obsessed with it this morning. I was just like doom scrolling, like just reacting to it. Shit was hilarious, bro. Like there's something so satisfying about the internet, like just like collectively, like just being in the right. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like sometimes the internet's like kind of dumb, but there's something satisfying about it. It's just the internet doing like justice. I think. Nice, I got a hand. Okay. Yeah. I reviewed all these hands. Let's just take a look at some. I guess we'll just take a look at some of these big losses from the recent sessions. Have any hand where like I bluffed? I just like to look at this 4-bit pot. Actually, you know what? Let's look at this one. This hand's kind of interesting. I don't really study defense. I'm a little tired today and a little out of it. I probably will play a night session, but you can put a huge volume on. I think I'm supposed to call river. Is that what it is? It's the only mistake it could be. Yeah, it's not a big error though. And running hot. Yeah, it's not even that big of a deal. I think the sweat's underbluffed. This guy's like mid-ear, so. Dunning supposed to range bet. How does this ball play out if he range bets? Because we do have ace queen and king queen off, so I would expect lots of raising actually. God. Just so tired because I just ate. Even this coffee's not fixing it. Just not a good day. Yeah, some raising to queen 10 just sticking to the call. Turns like 4 spades, I believe. They play so aggro. I mean, it could be variance, Will. In my club games on GG, also like the rake is a lot higher, right? So at the end of the day, you're not gonna notice it, but like you'll look at the end of the month and you'll be like, oh. Also, when people play really aggressive and crazy, if you just don't run very good, it's gonna feel like you can't win. Dang. I don't know what.
Where I'm going wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look. Like, obviously, one interpretation that I'm sure you're worried about is that they're not actually playing that aggro. But in reality, there could just be some spots. Okay, first of all, this was like in game a pot size jam. And this, it's giving him like less than pot, so. I don't know. It's supposed to call, but like if you really look at it, like look how aggro he has to be. He has to just have like ace-8 pure in the turn. I don't know. I just folded, but it's interesting to note. Like obviously, like this is the best river in the deck for the guy. Like he's supposed to be so aggressive in this line. This is why it's like calling these spots is like so unappealing. Just cause what if he just like doesn't bluff ace-8? Then it's just losing, right? Obviously, this is factoring in like some ace-queen jamming. Which honestly, I think he could find. I don't know what to say, Will. I mean, yeah, look, now everything folds. Like, I was losing 6 bigs. Like, I don't know. Poker's weird like that. This is why, like, paying attention to solver outputs is sometimes fake. If I'm right, I'm making 0.17, and if I'm wrong, I'm losing heaps. That's why it's like usually I like erring on the side of nittiness on boards that are almost impossible to overbluff because your opponent has to bluff everything. I think this hand's okay. There were some hands I lost a Webley that. Bro, I don't have. I lost 5 stacks at 1K. Is this hand an error by me? I wonder if theoretically it was. I ended up calling because I felt like the hand could just be a pun, but. What program is this? I'll link it to you if you are interested. I guess folding is an option, or what? I don't think folding is really an option. Yeah, it's supposed to make money. Where do we send that hands in the Discord? Just anywhere in the channel. Thanks, Colby J, for the follow. Appreciate you. Watch your mouth noticing me. You know, we all saw it. You say I'm fake. That's your opinion. That's just your story. Let's look at this hand. This hand's actually a fucking meme and a half. Oh, it's because it doesn't have the action for the river, because... Was he not supposed to play all in on the river, villain? Like, what? Well, how long do you plan on streaming today? Where Discord at? I'll link you the Discord. What's your mouth noticing me? Yeah, I should be pure raising 5-4. You would have called me then. Yeah, this is a -7 big blind jam. But I guess I'm gonna call it. Like, guys, he's supposed to check ace 9 and ace 8 pure here. This was the idea, and I didn't think he was doing it. Like, ace 5 is supposed to be in the bluff, and then, like, the weak queen x. But he's clearly gonna bluff that if he's bluffing a -7 big blind hand. Watch your mouth notice me. You know we all saw it. We'll do you guys hand histories. No, Jarek, you gotta do it in the hand history channel for future reference, but it's okay. But you see, scroll down and it's hand review. Also, could you guys put it in replayer form? I'll try to read it, Ring, but could you try to do it in replayer? Because I just don't want to read that wall of text. This is unfortunate. This hand I cannot imagine I played accurately. Running cold makes it brutal? Yeah, I mean, how many hands was it? Will? Oh, I just did the lowest frequency action ever. I mean, this jam should work, but I don't think he's supposed to fold two pair. Just give up here in the blocking bluffs. Such a low frequency line though. Is that a GTO wizard thing? No, it's just easier to review the hand. I'm not gonna really run your guys' hands in wizard because it just doesn't really matter. Unless you like specifically want me to, then I mean we can. But it doesn't really matter to your guys' game. Like what it takes to beat, like a lot of people think like, oh, GTO. Like I don't really like if you learn anything, you realize it's just not. Oof, these hands are fucking tough to look back on. Luckily, we're up 20k since then. Traumatizing. Yeah, this ancient jam river blocks too many folds. It's kind of what it feels like in game. Every time I do these spots heads up, I just know it's bad, but I just do it anyway. Just gotta think it is like a little bit of a frequency thing. And Ryan just fold a good amount, so I don't know. Even though the jam is losing like a little bit of money here, it's like feels fine when you don't have a spade. Yeah, you'd rather have the 9 because it's harder for him to have a 9. Like he's gonna have queen jack offsuit here like pretty often, which is like pure folding, and king queen. It's interesting king queen fold. Like people wouldn't fold these hands. They wouldn't fold king jack. Enough here. Obviously ace 4 is not folding. I think it's around 1,000 hands. But I guess it can be a normal day. It's just all how soft the game is. I mean, bro, anything can happen in 1,000 hands. I could lose to my girlfriend over 1,000 hands. Maybe not like that extreme, but like pretty extreme, bro. I mean, you're getting slaughtered every hand, but I don't know. Alright, guys, we'll study for a bit, and then I like actually gotta go for a bit. I gotta use the bathroom and get shit done, and then I'll get back online and stream the games. Bro, after I eat sometimes, I swear I'm just so tired, man. Watch your mouth noticing me, you know we all saw it. Yo, I have a question, Rank, when you're here. Why don't you take Flash in League of Legends? Take Flash, bro. Are you here, Renge Miyachi? Do I need too much at once? No, don't. Yeah, I know. This is like obviously the play. Like obviously I know. But like it just feels like it's definitely eating too much at once. I eat too little. I'm like the classic gamer where I eat one meal a day and I eat too much. But like no, it's definitely the play. I just need to have smaller meals, obviously. It's like sometimes it's like Flash is for nerds. You get chance to go Smite goes to Hecarim. I mean on Hecarim I wouldn't be saying shit, but he's playing like Zed and Kai'Sa. I'm doing him League of Legends coaching right now. I don't know how I fold this river. I wonder if this hand does fold. This action was horrible. Flash better. Flash a lot better. The game is designed around Flash. Like, legitimately, the game is balanced around Flash. Okay, we were debating both, but it did feel like... If he's range betting, how different do you think this spot plays? Because he was, like, low-key just betting ace-5, which I wonder if that's even a thing. It probably is. I mean, you need random shits. You can basically bluff anything. Yeah, look how passive Villain's supposed to be. He's just not that passive here. The thing is, I don't feel like people have 8s and 6s and 5s, but... And a range check, you should be jam only, apparently. Which actually, like, low-key makes sense. But... This hand would still call, though.
You just gotta get used to playing with Flash, bro. It's just too broken. Donk jamming some Jack X. He's not even supposed to have ace-5. What the hell is this? Because it's not a 4-bet. Yeah, this hand never jams. I was assuming on this SPR I would just wouldn't fold. Like, dude, there's like 17 bigs behind. It's break even though. Because it's impossible to overfold this river, basically. I don't know, but both are good. No, you have to go flash. You heard of MDA Demon? Yeah, they offered me like. I just heard. I'm just not much of an MDA person. It could be really useful. I just don't think it's as useful for me, but I think it could be really useful. It probably is useful for me, but I feel like there's other things that are more useful because my goal is to play like really, really high stakes. But obviously, if I was like to play 1K forever, honestly, studying using MDA tools would probably be more useful, to be honest, than working on my game. But because my goals are to play like 5K plus, you know. Watch your mouth noticing me, you know we all saw it. Gotta work on the mental for those stakes. I mean, I don't know. Some of these guys seem to have pretty fucking shit mental, dude. But I definitely I definitely know that like mental's a huge leak that I have. The thing is for me, like tilt for me comes a lot with volume. My mental's like always okay when I play under 2 hours, I feel like. And also the stream implies my tilt. I think I sometimes have like I can have like really strong mental at points. I saw Seal on the stream more than that's what I'm saying. Like I mean it's definitely a leak. I'm not gonna deny it. Expect to win? Yeah, that's the key. I mean, there was a good podcast where a guy talked about that. In poker, you can never expect to win, no matter how soft the games are. It's just part of poker, and it's like very unnatural to someone who comes from like a non-poker background. But he said like he would like do really well in tough. I think it was like what's the guy's fucking name, man? Let me go like off stream and find his name. He's like one of the guys that was battling Linus. What's the fucking guy's name? It's the Mechanics of Poker podcast. He's on it. Let me find his name. GTO is not enough. Does anyone think GTO is enough? Respect is currency. That kind of makes sense. Like if people think that you're too good. What was this guy's name? Bro, what is going on? I'm looking for this guy's name. Bro, how come I'm not on this podcast? It's kind of fucked up if you really think about it. I actually can't find this guy. I swear I saw the podcast cover recent. Mostly have to adjust to the game, yeah. Not even Ignition bots think GTO is good enough. I mean, they're just designed to make the most money, but some awesome things. Thanks, Will. I actually really appreciate that. I think I need to just lock in and like make my content better. What do you guys think? I think like my setup is not good enough. Once I complete this 100K, I'm gonna lock in and make a good video about it. And then after I make that good video, I'm gonna try to improve my setup. The cat is key, but add an range of each rival. I suppose there's no better tool. The cat is key, but The GTO, I mean. Yeah, you're good. Renge, where are you from? Like, is your name an anime character? Or did you say you're from Brazil or something? Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't you. Ecuador? I see, I see. I think that you started posting more shorts and we got, yeah, we got a couple. Also being in person live will catch all the views. Even if it was just for some clips, yeah, I definitely will go do that. Bro, I'm gonna get beat up live. People hate me. I'm too toxic. I don't native speak your English. It's okay, man. Your English is pretty fucking good. It's impressive, actually. So don't worry about that. Learning another language is hard, man. You're pretty good at English, so don't worry. I know, because I'm trying to learn Japanese and I'm fucking horrible. If my Japanese was as good as your English, bro, I'd be very happy. Okay, let's see your hand. I'm gonna put it in this so I can like visualize it. And then, even though I don't care about the theory of it, I'm assuming it's not gonna be accurate because that would be bad. Okay, well, whatever. I'm just gonna read the action. Small blind post. Okay, yeah. Pre-flop. Pot 1 point. Hero has ace. Whatever. You raise to 3 big blinds. Fold, 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 fold. Jack 10 9. Oh, this is such a. I played a really bad 4-bet. I'm not good in those spots. Yeah, I mean the key when you're facing a river bluff, if the opponent is somewhat logical, is you just gotta think about like what are they like what hands do they have, like what value are they representing, and then what bluffs are they representing. I just bought GTO Wizard and it's so good. Did you use my promo code? I don't have a promo code, but you could have saved 10%. I hope you used me. If not, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. I'm glad you like it. Been a few frees in the pet section of the bro. You started something, Carrick, that needs to stop. I don't know what's going on. Depends what your goal is. For example, you have locked in poker, who I don't think by any means is at your who I don't think by any means is at your level. But you capitalized on the online media aspect. And what you learned, yeah, I'll probably do it. The issue is, man, I have like kind of imposter syndrome. I don't feel entitled enough to make that. I know you guys see like my results, but for me, I just don't think I've like made it. You know? I don't think I'm like allowed to talk about it. That's kind of the issue I have. Is I just don't feel like I deserve it. You know? All this yellow makes me think this is a Carrot Corner stream. Oh, that's yikes, man. Definitely get huge traction. I'll probably do more clickbaity stuff like that. But I need to get the setup better and like probably edit. Yeah. For videos like that, maybe edit myself. Because not that like I don't think I could find a good editor, just that like I like my current editor, but it's like if you have a specific vision for it, like sometimes it's easier to just do it yourself. How long from now until you play, you think? Oh, you just want the action, Microplastics. You just want the action. I don't know. I gotta like study a little bit and then go to the bathroom and shower and shit and get ready because like high-key I just go straight to bed once I'm done playing. I wanted to study more hands, but like I actually reviewed all of these hands last night. So if you guys have any more hands in the Discord, let me know because right now I'm just guys. Maybe we'll put the trainer for a sec. How does this even work? Like I never play trainer. It just like pits me in random spots. I'm getting lit on. Okay, let's full Jack 9. Does it even have RNG? I only think it's useful for heads up. I mean, I guess it's useful to try spots out. Oh, this is wait. Oh, I have a caller. What the fuck? Obviously, I'm checking. 65. We're gonna call. You can fold flop. Watch your mouth, no dissing me. Yeah, I know you can. I'm just trolling around. Is the first time you got your bankroll the 80 core? Have you hit these heights before? I mean, obviously I've hit these heights before because, but not on the stream. The thing is, the stream bankroll is different bankroll, right? Yeah, I mean this hand probably makes sense as a call. Nah. You want more than just grinding online? I don't know what I want. I'm a man with no purpose. There are hands in the Discord? Alright, let's see more. Oh yeah, you sent a hand, right? Alright, let's see this hand. Tony Taco. Tony Taco's always got bangers for us, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try to get better at reading these. Hero raises, UTG3 bets you. What are you, UTG1? You flat, check, bets, calls. Bets, calls. Bro, you're such a fucking psychopath. But honestly, it probably works, but what? Bro, sometimes your hands histories are just flexes. This is psycho playing. Punts or no puns? I don't know. I mean, it probably works, honestly. It probably is making money, so I guess no puns, but... But you led turn? Why did you lead turn, though? I mean, you're not supposed to lead turn, bro. The 3 is not a good enough card for you. Would you still get imposter syndrome despite replicating this off stream? Well, for me, I just am aware of, like, how fortunate I am to play in Ontario and stuff. I don't play the global pool, so I don't know. I feel like I have access to things that others don't. Also, I just know how much better I could be with just like a little bit more effort. The issue is I see low incentive to get that much better. I don't think it would net me more money, so. If anything, that would net me like significantly less money because I would want to reg battle higher stakes, and that's a lot more not worth it right now because there's just too much money at the mid stakes right now. But I'm kind of just still a mid stakes reg for that reason. I know, but I thought I could develop a leading range just because I have 5-6 advantage. I mean, think about it, right? You're completely right, but you only actually lead more in spots, practically speaking, if your opponent's more likely to check back because of the range advantage, right? Just because you hit a nuts hand, if it's like solo smart part of your range, think about it. If you led your 5-6 on this turn, okay, let's actually go in theory, right? Because if you led 5, I don't think these are the accurate positions, but if you led 5-6, and I also don't even know if you have a massive 5-6 advantage, but even if you were to lead 5-6 in turn 3s, right? Then your hands like 7s just get run over every time you check, right? So you need to have enough value to the point where you can build a leading range because you still need to have a checking range in order to build a leading range. That's how it works, right? And the river is weird because even though it worked, bro, I would imagine he probably folded a hand that's not a call more often than not. So it's you don't want to get too big of like confirmation bias, you know. You need to slow down. You talk fast, really. Oh my god, is he a genius? I guess you're right, but honestly, I think it might lead on a 4. For the same reason. Oh, it doesn't. Oh my god. 5? Oh my god, it's actually just a 3. You're just the sickest rig ever. I'm so sick. Okay, let's calm down. Your hand's not a jam when they're over here, so. Don't let your head get too big. Oh my god, it's a jam. It's losing though. I would just never lead this swap because, okay, let's look at that. Let's look at, I feel like the exploit on the swap can usually just be checking. So say you check, right? Your opponent's supposed to mix overpairs, which they never mix anyway. And then if you don't lead, they're supposed to check a lot more. Only on Linus Love. Not so fast, bud. But low-key, well played. But you see how often your opponent needs to check over pairs? Sometimes the exploits on these leads, guys, I think sometimes people just think, oh, it's a lead in theory. But the real exploit would be like checking queens often here because the turn is bad for you. And being like having that presence of mind. That's like the main exploit here. And knowing that your opponent doesn't play leads. But the second you start playing leads, that means your opponent's... It's almost like you're playing into the fact... Like, we can all agree that people probably bet their overpairs too much on the turn here, right? Anyway, it worked out, though. I'm not gonna be weird. So definitely no punt. Good job. And it's honestly might be under-raised. Question is to raise the flop. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything, so well played. I mean, you're definitely right in theory, but you gotta be aware of, like... I think, like, the advantage you have in theory, or, like, Linus would execute on, or, like, some really good theory players would execute on, is what is the mistake being made? Because when you learn that, that's when you actually know the spot. And the mistakes usually on a lot of leading boards are that your opponents don't realize how good they are for you. And the main exploit is just not leading. The main exploit as the aggressor is understanding, okay, when I run this hand, he does play a leading range, and when he doesn't lead, I'm supposed to be pretty passive because his stack off range now is extremely strong. Bro, can't just give full credit to Gideon. Bro, Gideon, his head is too big. It's the issue. His head's too big. Nice hand, though. Gildian's definitely good. I mean, every time he's in my Discord, he's posting tough-ass hands, so... It's a good sign. I mean, if you're finding these tough-ass lines, I know I wasn't when I was playing the stakes, so well played, man. I just want to keep you in check, right? Like, as opposed to thinking, like... Because it's really easy to just, like, play a spot and then think of some flashy thing and be like, oh, the solver does it. But you really want to make money in poker, you have to actually think about, like, what's the highest EV line? You know? Now, I also think it's completely reasonable to not lead when you hit 6-5 and then just lead as a bluff because both lines can work. I think that's also reasonable, right? Like, I'm not sitting here to tell you, oh, the leading strategy's bad, you shouldn't play it, you know? At the end of the day, like, if the river's overfolded, which, obviously, if you get, to be honest, you got a fucking great river, too. Like, how many flushes does this guy have? At the end of the day, I'm not also telling you to be perfectly balanced, right? I just want you to be aware of what's going on. Like, Ellis's head is too big. Yeah. I'm saying I don't want it to. I don't want it to end up like me, bro. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, these spots are tough to read. Apologies. What is going on here? 3-bet, 3-bet, half pot. I'm assuming it's half pot on flop, and you're the aggressor? No, hero's button. And you're debating if you like check raise flop. I mean, you don't really have to check raise these boards. You just called him down with the nuts. I mean, you want me to review the spot for you? I can. I don't love raising these spots too much. I mean, it's okay to raise it as a bluff, actually. Because what did he end up having? Villain's supposed to be really passive. This is another case, by the way, of the board is so good for you, but people just don't realize it. So, what's the main exploit? Likely just letting them lose money with your value when you have it. The thing is here, realistically, you could raise as a bluff, but reality, people are like pretty passive. The second you get a good turn and you just stab, you're just going to win the hand anyway. He's going to come off a 7, you know, and you're just going to win. Like, look, he's only supposed to be betting half pot for like 27% of the time. Like, the 9 and the 8 is just so your cards. The button just has so much density around these cards that it's impossible to miss this board. You're like basically either have an ace or a fucking straight draw or a set. And then you have like this folding range, but just like still not even the worst. Whereas this guy has all of this junk. Like in reality, guys, people's ranges don't really look like this, but yeah. What up, Koa? House session minute day? We hit a BBJ, so we're feeling pretty good. If you're asking about raising the flop, I don't even think it's necessary. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off, and Probably try to get better strategies in the future. I'm gonna get off, and I'll be on in like 20 to probably 30 minutes. Probably at 11 actually, and we'll play for the rest of the night. Maybe not till 3 in the morning because I'm gonna try to get first in the leaderboard tomorrow. But we'll probably play a good amount so we get like our $100. Yeah. How much did you for? It was for 10. I was like 9.6. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Peace. Sorry about the study stream being shit. I'm just like super tired, so gonna be on later playing. We've been trying to keep the upswing going. We're on like a fucking massive upswing. Like these sessions are basically winning because we have rake back, and then like what 4 plus 7 plus 2. Like yeah, we're almost on like a 30K upswing to be honest. So yeah, almost a 30K week so far. Keep it going.